Hey there, YouTubers! I'm Holly, a personal trainer and online fitness coach, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you're anything like me, there are some machines in the gym that just scare you. They just look weird, you don't quite know what to do with them, and you don't want to be that person walking around checking out the machine and seeing what the heck it does and trying to end up doing it wrong and feeling like an idiot. I totally understand, I've been there. And up until probably about a year and a half ago, the squat rack was that for me. I saw people doing it. It seemed like a pretty normal, easy to use machine, but it just still intimidated me. I didn't want to do it wrong. I didn't want to hurt myself, so I kind of avoided it for a long time. I just stuck to using barbells and dumbbells, and I finally branched out to try just the free squat machine. What I mean by that, there's an Olympic bar that goes on these big machines, and you lift up the bar, put it on your back, and do squats completely independently. There's nothing helping you, it's just you and the weight. And for a lot of people, I think that machine is kind of scary. You're not quite sure what to do with it. So this video is just gonna be real quick to show you how they work, how you set them up, and then how you can perform a squat safely. Just to start with, as you kind of get ready and you want to warm up, you want to make sure you're doing a proper squat position. So you may want to try just some free bodyweight squats. You might want to then move to a Smith machine where it's a bit more controlled and your body can be a bit more safe. And as you advance, then you can go to the regular squat machine, because that is where you hit a point where you need more weight, and using a barbell is too much to lift it over your shoulders, or the dumbbells are too heavy to carry, so you need a regular squat machine. So in order to kind of prepare for that, how you want to do a squat, you can practice by putting your hands back behind your head. Feet are going to go a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Abs are pulled in tight to help protect your spine. That is key in a squat, is keeping your back protected. And how you do that is by pulling your abs in as if a string is pulling your belly button back behind you. And then you're just going to squat down, your head in a neutral position, your back flat, as low as you can, keeping a good position. That's a great way to just warm up for your squats before you move to the machine, to get your body ready, to get your legs used to the movement, to make sure you're recruiting your muscles properly. Then you can move on to the machine. So once you're on the machine, I use one of these. This is basically a pad that you wrap around the bar, because this is where you're gonna set the bar, is right on your shoulders. And that can get heavy, it can get really uncomfortable just having a metal rod sitting across your shoulders. So I use a bar pad to help protect my shoulders when I'm doing this squat machine. That really helps make it more comfortable, so that I'm not so concerned about this and I can just focus on my legs and my glutes as I'm working out. So you may want to consider using one of those. A lot of gyms have them. They might be lying around by the machine, or you may have to go to the front desk and ask for one. That makes the whole thing a lot more comfortable.
So this is a pretty standard squat rack that you're going to find. This has notches in it along each side with holders where you set the bar when you're not using it. Some have notches where you don't have to do any adjusting. You can just set the bar down. This is one where it has on each side, you actually have to grab the holder, push up and out, and then you can adjust it and set it in the correct slots. So now I have it set up in a comfortable position where I don't have to stand up too tall to put the bar down or stoop down too low. So it's a good safe place for you to set the bar down, is where you want to set those handles. And then I always start with a warm-up set. So I do about 3 or 4 sets of 12 to 15 squats with no weight, just to get my body warmed up, make sure I'm doing things safely, and get prepared to add weight. So then once you're ready to start lifting, you can start adding weight on each side. So typically there are weights right by the machine, and you can just lift those up and put those on. You want to start light and you want to keep equal amounts on each side, and then work your way up to heavier weight as you go. And then you'll probably notice I have added a lifting belt. So sometimes my lower back tends to hurt when I do squats or some other exercises. And a belt is not something that you want to rely on. You really want to learn to use your core for your strength. So I just use this when my back is having a little bit harder trouble. And the belt basically just helps keep your abs pulled in really tight so that you have more support in your lower back to protect it while you're lifting. Also notice that most machines have these little arms on each side that are low down, and a lot of times you can adjust those as well. And those are great. You kind of want to stay within that range when you're squatting so that if you happen to squat too heavy or your legs give out, that can help catch the weight and prevent injury.
And then you end with Starbucks. Maybe that's just me. So I hope that helps you. Now you should be set up for an easy, safe squatting experience. Now you know what these machines look like, what they do, and I hope that now you can go into the gym and try and use them and perform these. So let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Waking up knowing there's a reason.